It's Black Friday, so you know that means that there's going to be a bunch of steals, deals, and discounts for everybody, for all walks. Everybody wants to get in on it. And I'll tell you that I've got a laundry list of great Black Friday deals to consider. Now, some of them might be appropriate to you, some of them might not be appropriate, but I'm going to tell you that a couple of the resources I'm going to mention today are relatively new, and actually, one of them is pretty much unheard of. They just got out of beta. So we're going to go into the 2024 deals for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Now, I want to give a disclaimer ahead of time that one, there's going to be affiliate links, meaning that I'm going to get compensated for any sales that are made through it. It does not adversely affect your cost. You'll still get the same great deal. It's going to still help me out just a little bit. Now, not all the links are going to be affiliate links, because I saw some stuff that's really cool, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need an affiliate link for that. So I will mention pretty much that just once at this point. So if you want to get all those links, it's going to be inside the description down below. So if you don't feel like hearing me bloviate about each one of these points, go on down. You can see all every single link and such, but some of them will require context as well as some coupon codes. I did put the coupon codes with all the links, so that way you guys are all 100% set. So my apologies if you happen to be catching this live right now. I was about an hour late, unfortunately. Just some poor planning on my part and some issues, if you will. So we had to start a little late. That's okay. If you're watching this on the replay, you're like, Dale, you're just in time. That's perfect. I like to turn it on 2x so I can hear you speak like a chipmunk. Totally fine. By the way, I'm okay with that, folks. I do that too. So in any event, we're going to go through each one of these deals here, and I don't want to get it to where I'm like, this is an affiliate link. This is an affiliate link. You just know ahead of time it's going to be an affiliate link. Let's see here. Any last minute things I need to kind of share? I need to pull up my little checklist here, but real quick, if you've got any kind of questions about any of the things that I'm sharing today, by all means, ask it inside the comments or inside the chat, preceded by the letter Q, so that way it grabs my attention, because sometimes it'll kind of get busy and I'm not really sure what's going on and such. If you can, just try to keep it on topic, but I'm happy to cover any kind of business related questions once we're through all these deals and such. So yeah, Alvin. What's up, Dale? Thanks for your help a couple weeks back. April was helpful and Puffer Print was solid also. Yeah, Jeremy over at Puffer Print runs a pretty tight shop. I really like what he does over there. So great to hear that, though, Osiris. I'm really happy about that. And by the way, thanks for all the really encouraging comments. I do pay attention to every single one of my comments. I can't get all the community ones. You guys are so awesome. Like, the community posts have just blown up recently, and it's hard for me to keep up. So I just sometimes just scroll through, and if I see something that tickles my fancy, I'll typically, give a heart or a thumbs up or even say something. All right, but yes, happy belated Thanksgiving to all you folks, and of course, with it being Black Friday season here, I also want to make the other disclaimer that not all of these deals are going to be on indefinitely. Some folks have extended some of their sales, but I want you to assume that a lot of these sales are like, you need to act now. That's between, let's see here, today being Friday, November 29th, all the way to December the 2nd. Cyber Monday. So some of these deals are going for like that, and there was actually one of them that was only 48 hours, and I think that might have been the Floxy deal. I'll try to remember that for later on so you guys know. Let me put the chat up here, and I'm going to put my notes up over here on my screen so that way I'm not losing track. All right, we got the disclaimer out the way. Let's go ahead and dive into some of these deals. I want to start it out, of course, shameless self-promotion here. If you're not familiar with Right Now, that actually have a video course platform called The Self-Publishing Hub. I've got over, gosh, let's see here, a dozen different courses and series that you can do, hours of footage, over 100 videos. Shouldn't say hundreds at this point, probably getting a couple hundred. Who knows? I've lost count. It's only $9.99 per month, but I'm actually going to extend to you a Black Friday deal. This is going only be good. Again, limited time, all the way up to this coming Tuesday is when it's done. So if you don't act by December 3rd, you will not get that. It will be 75% off the $9.99 for your first month. So it'd be like $2.49 for your first month. It is $9.99 thereafter, but binge all the videos and just cancel it if you don't want to spend $9.99 per month. But I'm pretty confident that once you give it a little test drive, you might actually enjoy it. And if I'm wrong, you can always just cancel it and you're only out $2.49. So, but you're going to be hard pressed. And by the way, I've got some great courses that are going to be rolling out into 2025. I've got 3 of them already in production, so I'm really excited about that. You can get that at theselfpublishinghub.com. Use the coupon code Black Friday 2024. That's going to be 2024. All caps, like you're shouting it at me. It's super important. You have to shout it at me, otherwise I can't hear you. So that is, again, 75% off your first month. That is $2.49 roughly. It'll probably come out to $2.48, but you get the idea nonetheless. All right, next deal on the plate. Of course, I'm not done promoting myself here, folks. There is a backlog of books. I'm sure you guys are familiar that I've done dozens of nonfiction books, and some of them are available over on Smashwords right now, including one of my books, How to Write a Book in 48 Hours, the Amazon Self-Publisher, Amazon Reviews for Books, and right now I'm running a 75% off sale on my backlog of books. That will be with the coupon code DD96F. Sorry, it's not fancy. You're going to visit dalelinks.com/smashwords. And again, you're going to use the coupon code DD96F when you're getting ready to do checkout. Now, I am totally aware that I have 5 new books in my whole backlog here, and those aren't going to be included on that sale. My apologies. But I have offered a 50% off sale on that one. If you want to go to the series page for Self-Publishing with Dale, all you have to do is visit series.selfpubwithdale.com. Again, that's series.selfpubwithdale.com. The coupon code you're going to use on that is 5T6JD. And again, you're going to get that coupon code down below. That's 50% off, and that is going to be good all the way up through Monday. And then if you don't pick it up, that's on you. First 5 books in this 12-book series. I don't anticipate I'm going to be doing another sale for a long time. So please take advantage of that, so that way you don't miss out. All right, moving a little further forward, it's no surprise I've gushed about them for years now. They've been a longtime sponsor of the podcast as well as the main channel, and you can see that their Black Friday deal is ticking down right now. It's Miblart Cover Design. I am a huge fan of Miblart. In fact, you actually will see that the covers for my books, of course, in my background here, you'll see those ones. The entire series for Self-Publishing with Dale, the cover art and the interior design was done on that by Miblart, and they're going to continue to do the whole series for me. They're fantastic. Love them to death. Their Black Friday deal, if you're afraid of missing out, you're going to definitely miss out if you don't take advantage of their Black Friday sale today. Go over to dalelinks.com/Miblart, and the coupon code is 20% off. You ready for this? It's Mibble20 Black. That's MIBL 20 Black, as in the color. That'll get you 20% off. That sale is good right now as I'm recording this, 1 day, 11 hours. So act now. I want to, of course, give a big shout out to anybody that's happened to be popping on in here. Susan Montgomery, great to see you. And of course, I did acknowledge you already, Tom, but I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge you on screen here. It's good to see you, man. Osiris, I sometimes thought you wouldn't remember my comments. So that's awesome to hear. You've been a great mentor. I appreciate the kind words. You mentioned in your other video, guidelines updated about reviews. Had to be honest, it's really confusing. I mean, when Amazon mentions makes us think twice before using services like Pubbie. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Tread with caution. That's going to be the thing. And I'm actually going to be talking about some of those services, and there's a new one that's come to the front here lately. Nikolai, how you doing, buddy? It's great to see you. Great to, oh, you know what, Nikolai, I need to put authored letter on here. I completely forgot to add you guys on, and I'm going to go ahead and open that up right now, actually. Oh, shoot. I tell you what, dang it. Why am I not seeing it here? Hang on. For some reason I thought it was author.letter. I should have seen this in my bin of deals here, and I'm going to save the best for last, Nikolai. My apologies. It completely slipped my mind to get you into the mix. So I'm going to save that right there. We're going to get to that eventually, though. And that way it gives me some time to kind of gather my thoughts and such, so I can be able to share a little bit more. All right, let's see here. Next deal is going to be Miblart's sister company. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Mibble Group actually owns a number of book cover design companies. Miblart is one of them. Get Covers is another. Get Premades, and then Get Fast is a new one that they actually have. I think they just started within the last year. But on Get Covers, it's like their inexpensive little brother. You can, or little sister, however you want to look at it. They're actually going to be running a sale on their covers. You can go to daylinks.com/getcovers and get 25% off your cover design with the coupon code of Black Deals. That's in all caps. Again, this is a very limited time deal, so you're going to want to make sure that you take advantage of it. I could swear it said it's good till December 1st. Yeah, so the coupon codes are still good to December 1st. So there might be a ticker here, but you're still going to get the opportunity to use that coupon code. Let me know for some reason that bounces, because I have some contacts in there, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. Their sister company, getpremades.com. This is where they have some of the pre-made covers, and you can go ahead and get them customized to however you wish. Comes at a higher premium than Get Covers, but probably a little lower than Miblart. That's 30% off if you use the coupon code BFPremade30. That's 30, BFPremade30. That'll get you 30% off. So all three of the cover design companies of Miblart, Get Covers, and Get Premades, all the coupon codes are good till December the 1st. Alrighty, so you got questions, please go ahead and fire them off, and let me know if you happen to found any good Black Friday deals, because I'm definitely keeping my eyes out. Now, one of my preferred word processing tools, and of course it has AI integration, it is Dibbly Create. Now, I've been using them for well over a year now, continue to use them. They are fantastic, and they're not even sponsoring this video. I continue to use it. It's incredible. I feel almost lost whenever I open up Microsoft Word these days, because I've gotten so trained to using Dibbly Create. Fantastic tool. Now, if you'd like to get 50% off 1 month, that is going to be Black Friday 50. That's Black Friday 50. You're going to use my affiliate link at daylinks.com/DibblyCreate. Find out a lot of why I like this tool. When you actually scroll through on the product page, Prompt Library, one of my favorite tools, makes life dead simple. You do have an interior book cover designer. This is on the Pro plan only though, folks, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you happen to be kicking tires and you're not going to do the Black Friday deal, that's totally fine. Keep in mind that you can still do a 7-day free Pro trial. And you're going to be given tokens that you can utilize with the artificial intelligence. The nice thing is when you actually subscribe as a Pro plan user, your tokens roll over from 1 month to the next. They never expire now. If you're on the free plan, unfortunately, I think that they do reset every single month. So just something to think about. But Dibbly Create, love them. In fact, why don't we just, you know what, I'm going to crack it open real fast here. So go to create.dibbly.com, and you guys can actually look into my stuff. And let's go ahead. We'll look over, I think, my How to Write a Nonfiction Book. Yes. This is where actually I had written the book. So I did this one. This was the one that I did in 24 hours. And it was grueling to do. But the really cool thing, let's say, for instance, that I want to go ahead and do a quick grammar check. I can highlight the text, hit Kip, and I can choose grammar correction. And then Kip's going to kind of go through and give you some recommendations. And it's nice, if you want it, you can replace the text, or you can copy it to the clipboard and hang on, or you can even try again if you're dissatisfied with what they've given you. Hey, actually, I like that a little bit better. I'm not going to change any of that because it would drive me crazy. So again, Dibbly Create, that's over at daylinks.com/DibblyCreate, and use the coupon code BLACKFRIDAY50, all caps. That will be get 1 month of Pro and save 50% off. Now, if you happen to be jonesing for another fix of tokens over on Dibbly Create, I do know, I have on good authority, that if you're needing to get some more tokens and you're wanting to top it off, and since it rolls over, you can buy some tokens as well. Same link that you would use when you have your account set up. Use the coupon code of Black Friday 30 for 30% off tokens. So that's Black Friday 30. You're going to shout it at them. That's a 30. And speaking of Dibbly, their freelance marketplace, which offers everything from editing to formatting to cover design to ghost writing. They do a lot of things over there at Dibbly. They're running a 15% off their services sale. So go over to Black Friday Deals 15. Now the deals ends in a Z. I'm not sure why they chose a Z. It is what it is. Link, of course, down below. For some reason, you're like, what was that again? Black Friday Deals 15. Alrighty, moving a little further forward, I've got a notification from good friend Hannah Jacobson. Big shout out to the fine folks over at Book Award Pro. They continue to be the sponsors for my podcast channel. Well, they are now running a sale, and I nudged her on this one. And the nice thing is, this is one that's not expiring right away. I'd still recommend that you take advantage of it. You can get 50% off your first month of service with Book Award Pro. Now, that will be at dalelinks.com/Book Award Deal. You need to use Book Award Deal. I know usually I've sent you guys through Book Award Pro as the link there, but no, it's dalelinks.com/Book Award Deal if you'd like to get that 50% off your first month. Now, if for some reason you're a little bit on the fence and you're saying, Dale, I'm not sure if this is going to be something that's right for me, totally understand. Let me just kind of share just a little bit of why I use Book Award Pro. Now, I'm kind of strapped for time. I am not the type of person that's going to be able to scroll through every single offer that's available online today when it comes to doing awards and reviews and things like that. And this is where Book Award Pro comes into play. I actually have Book Award Pro do all of the work for me. They scour the internet for the best opportunities based on the type of book that I'm publishing or have published. And they will match me up essentially with the best opportunities when it comes to book awards or reviews. Now, I lean a lot on book awards. The reviews, not so much, because I have other ways that I pick up my reviews. So if you're wanting to get more reviews, whether it's Amazon reviews or editorial reviews, you can find it through Book Award Pro's services. Now, with what I do with the book awards, I actually have them find the award, and then they actually target it for me where they actually will automate the process of nominating my book for an award. So for instance, my recent publication, Self-Publishing from New Authors, fun fact, it's actually an entrant for the Pulitzer Prize coming up here for general nonfiction. I'll be able to find out the results on that May something in 2025. And this is all because of Book Award Pro. Not to mention that, and I might be getting the count of this off here, I believe I'm up to 36 book awards and 8 publications. Maybe it's 9 publications. So it's somewhere about there. I've been using them for a few years now. They've been so reliable, so great. And now more than ever, they've actually changed a lot of their structure and their features and their pricing. So if for some reason you were very reluctant to use Book Award Pro before because of cost, might I recommend that you go back and take a look at it now, because they have new features and new plans. There used to be 4 plans. Now it's down to 3. Super easy, free. And then there's like a mid tier, and then there's the top tier of Pro plan, which I use for a couple of my books. Full disclosure, I actually use a lot of the free plan. And then now you can actually have them automate your nominations for you with an upgrade. So alrighty, I am going to keep moving a little further forward here, just real briefly. If you have questions, please fire away. dalelinks.com/Book Award Pro, or excuse me, Book Award Deal. All right, moving a little further forward. All right, so this one right here is Pro Writing Aid. It is my preferred grammar checking tool, and right now they do this pretty much every Black Friday. It's like clockwork. Now, they will close this up. You will not see this type of a sale except for around Black Friday. Here's the deal, folks. If you happen to be paying a monthly subscription for like a service like Grammarly or even Pro Writing Aid, I want you to think about how much you're spending over the course of a year, if not 2 years or even 3 years. Because in instances like this, when there's a 50% off sale, strike now. Now, the 50% off applies to just the annual plan or the lifetime plan. Hear me out for just a second. Hear me out, all right? Before you just go, oh, no, Dale, I'm good. Okay, first of all, Pro Writing Aid, fantastic. The reports are second to none. Pro Writing Aid is embedded in all that I do for editing my books. So if you think my books are poorly edited, then probably Pro Writing Aid's not for you. Bro Writing Aid would be amazing. But I digress. all joking aside, Pro Writing Aid is my go-to tool. If you think about the cost that you're spending, let's just go over and we'll take a look at the pricing here for Pro Writing Aid. If you were to get lifetime access right now, and this is the premium plan, that's the one I currently had, and yes, I spent over $300. It wasn't $400 when I bought it, but good Lord, it's definitely kicked up recently with a lot of the new features because you get everything inside their free plan. Yeah, you can get for free. Unlimited word count, unlimited rephrases, which rephrases, let me tell you, chef's kiss. I freaking love rephrases. Now, sometimes it gives me some pretty wonky sentences and I don't use them, but I'm not out any money. Like I literally just hit it refresh and it just shoots it to me. It gives you 5 sparks a day, which that's essentially like artificial intelligence and integration. If you need some entire passage written by them, you can do that. You have advanced style improvements, custom style guide snippets, 25 plus writing analysis reports, customizable suggestions, terminology management, author comparisons, citations, collaboration, unlimited document storage, and 1 critique per day. Now, if for some reason you want to get all the AI integration in it, you love the Sparks, you want to use that, you want to do even more critiques per day, you can do the Premium Pro. And that right now is $350, so $349.50. Now, if you are still like, yeah, that's a little too much, Dale, you can always look at the yearly plan, the annual plan, where it can be as low as $5 per month. Now, you compare that to something like a Grammarly or even Pro Writing Aid, that is significantly less at this particular Black Friday sale. I would just strongly recommend that. Again, you think about this, how much you're spending every year and getting a grammar checker. And Pro Writing Aid's not going anywhere, folks. Like, I've had them for a number of years. I don't anticipate they're going to disappear anytime soon. So if you've got the discretionary expense, go with the lifetime license. It is absolutely worth it. It is not something I've ever regretted. You can have the browser extension. You can use the desktop app. You can use it in Microsoft Word if you wanted to as well, which I've used that a number of times through that. So Pro Writing Aid, dalelynx.com/Pro Writing Aid, and all you have to do is just visit that before the whole Black Friday deal is up, which I imagine that's probably just through the weekend. So be very careful. Do not delay. If you're thinking about it, yeah, 2 days, 13 hours from right now if you want to get that. Alrighty, I want to make sure the chat is live and kicking. Santa isn't here, is he? No, not that I know of, although I did shave my beard earlier. Would I need Pro Writing Aid if I'm using an editor in my Dibbly Create? So, Rob, if you happen to be using, I'm thinking, like, if you're talking about a human editor, there might be a misconception. Some people have watched me in one of my previous videos where I hired an editor through Dibbly Create, but that editor is in the Dibbly Marketplace. So that means I spent extra money for that. So hopefully you weren't too confused on that. My apologies if you misunderstood, but that editing service is additional. Now, let's say that, for instance, you're using the grammar checking tool within Dibbly Create. I like the Dibbly Create one for just spot checks. It's tougher, though, when you're wanting your entire manuscript pretty much proofed and gone through and getting those notes, because Dibbly doesn't quite have that yet. Now, I've asked them for inline notes, and it's something it's on their roadmap. They're looking to do something that's a bit more integrated. But for right now, Pro Writing Aid, I think, is probably the best solution, since you can get it all done all at once. Now, if you feel like the extra, steps of, if you want to save the money and doing the extra steps of going paragraph by paragraph or line by line using Dibbly Create's grammar correction tool, go for it. Go for it if you think it's worth that time. To me, and I've even spoke with the team about that, where I'm like, I tell them, like, I go through 3 different editing processes, and part of that editing process doesn't usually include Dibbly Create. I don't use their grammar correction tool. Now, that's just a preference. I like using Microsoft Editor. I go through Pro Writing Aid, which is already integrated into Microsoft Word, so it's just a 1-2 punch. And then I'll do the text-to-speech feature through Microsoft Word, where I'll listen back to it. So, great question. I know it's a hard amount of money to commit to when you're looking at $200. I totally understand that that's nothing that you got like in hanging out in your back pocket. Be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I've been waiting for a grammar correction tool. If you have been, and if you had the money for that, fantastic. But I do know and understand that that does come at a higher premium, at least At the very least, I would recommend getting the annual plan. So at least buys you some time till next year. And I think like the annual plan's like $5 per month, so it's like 60 per year. So it's that. So all right, let's move a little further forward to AppSumo. Now, if you're not familiar with AppSumo, let me go ahead and let me bring that one up front first. AppSumo is a marketplace where they share a lot of deals, services, and whatnot. And they have been, wow, like one of those services that I get so addicted to. There is times where I've just scrolled through this marketplace for hours at a time. They've got everything that you could possibly think for, giveaway software to email marketing to, artificial intelligence, programs. They have tons of different softwares, and their big deal is typically like they'll offer you the best deal possible, and a lot of times they'll offer lifetime deals. So if I've never mentioned it before, if you've never heard me talk about AppSumo before, I recommend you go over and visit their site right now because they're doing a Black Friday sale, and they say take an extra 10% off electrifying deals through December 3rd. So take advantage of these Black Friday deals. Go in there. I've warned you though, there's a lot of really cool things. I'm going to mention 3 of these deals here. Nice. I'll definitely be getting to author letter. I'll be definitely getting to author letter for sure, Stefan. Natasha, how you doing? I just was speaking about you guys just not even a moment ago. Alrighty, let's see here. Would you say Book Award Pro is the best starting point to get more reviews for authors struggling to get those initial reviews? You could. Don't expect anything massive when it comes to that, because what Book Award Pro does is they kind of trawl the internet and find all those different deals, and it's always changing on a regular basis. So it's not like they're going to curate every single review possibility out there and give it to you all at once. It's going to be kind of a slow trickle. So it is definitely a possibility for you to use. At least try the free plan. I'm not sure if they've got the reviews curation on that level or not. You'll have to go and check for sure inside the link. So alrighty. Let's keep it going here with some of these nice deals. So we have AppSumo. Head on over there, dalelinks.com/AppSumo. And the very first deal I want to bring up is one of my favorite ones. Thankfully, I've got enough codes for like the next year. They typically run this deal on Deposit Photos. You can access millions of royalty-free stock assets using this content library and generative AI tool. Now, full disclosure, I've never used their generative AI tool. I didn't really even know it was there until I saw this deal the other day. I was like, oh, that's cool. You might be wondering, okay, why do I need to get some royalty-free assets? If you happen to be doing book cover design, if you're doing any type of blog posts, you're doing email marketing, you're doing videos, like for instance, you want to do YouTube thumbnails or something on your video where you get the licensing to the images, this is the platform that I do it. So I can guarantee if you've been watching me long enough, you will have seen a Deposit Photos asset in some capacity. And every year they run this deal around Black Friday. Now, they used to have it at $39. Now it's actually at $49 for 100 credits. I don't want to say codes because the code is for AppSumo. You get one code gets you 100 credits over on Deposit Photos. Now, I typically try to keep about 100 in hand on a regular basis. That way I never have to worry about what assets I want to do. And the nice thing is that I work with book cover design companies that already use their own royalty-free images, or they create them from scratch. So I usually don't have to kick that towards them. But if you happen to be working with a book cover designer that they upcharge you on some images or anything else like that, this could possibly be a way that you could offset those costs. So it's right about roughly 49 cents per image, and that's really unheard of when it comes to cost for royalty-free images. Sure, you're going to find some free ones out there like Pixabay, but the biggest issue when it comes to the free sites is that everyone's using them, and so you can run into some real issues. So, all right, let's go into, let's see here. Butcher says, pay $19 and it'll expand the book contest search quicker to apply to. Nice. Thank you so much for chiming in there, buddy. Alrighty, next deal. This one right here, I was actually having a conversation with a good friend of mine, 20-year publicist. His name's Jason Jones. I've interviewed him here on this channel as well as over on my podcast. Jason Jones and I were just kind of talking, and I said, hey, have you heard of this Press Ranger tool? And he was like, I have, and I'm looking into it. Now, that's not his endorsement, That is his way of saying he's curious, much in the same way that I do. And by the way, anything you get on AppSumo, if you're not happy with it within 60 days, you can get a refund. I've done that a few times. There's been some services I'm like, this is garbage, got rid of it. You know, I shouldn't say that. It's not like AppSumo's just handing out garbage things, but there's going to be some stuff you're not going to like, and you can actually ask for a refund, and it's no skin off my back if you don't like it and you get a refund. But Press Ranger is one that I'm just saying I'm looking into. It's an AI-powered tool that helps you find and pitch journalists, publishers, and podcasts to generate good press coverage. And essentially, the TLDR is, you know, I've already kind of filled you out, but you can browse a global directory of millions of media contacts along with email address, focus, role, and social profiles. So this one right here is very, very interesting. So much so that I found my own podcast on here. That's nuts. So like Joe Rogan's is on there, by the way, and I didn't even dig further into that one. If you're looking to do more press releases or even get it to where you're contacting people within the media, whether it is journalists, publishers, or podcasts, this is definitely going to be the deal for you to check out. Now, I just got mine maybe about a week ago or something like that because they had it cheaper at about $49. They kicked it up by about $10. It is only available for the next 3 days and 23 hours, so less than 4 days left. All right, but why don't we just look at Press Ranger real quick? Come on now, Dale. I just learned how to type today here, folks. Let's go to the dashboard. So this is what I've seen so far. So you have all of these different options here, but we can start to narrow it down if we wanted to based on the type of stuff. So suggested publishers. Oh, here we go. I clicked forward to, you could tell, see, I'm brand new to this dang thing. All right, so we have, I think it was at the top, that's journalists. The next one is going to be publishers. And I believe there's a podcasts one. Hang on just a second. Where was that at, Dale? Media database right here. Podcasts. Now, this is pretty wild. Let's just go ahead and just type in my name. There we go. Pretty wild, right? It actually will show you everything, like send an email, and you can do an email within the dashboard. You can also add it to a contact list. If you happen to have picked up that StoryAd deal last year about this time, or you're using StoryAd currently, this would be a great 1-2 punch, because what you could do is grab all the media contacts within Press Ranger, import that to StoryAd, and you could do all the same things right there. Now, if you don't have StoryAd, totally fine. You can do the same thing over here in Press Ranger on your own. But just as a heads up, if you happen to have StoryAd, you just end up exporting some of those contacts information, so that way you could put it into your account there. So at least you're honest about garbage services, unlike some influencers say it's great with a big smile on their face. Yeah, there are some that weren't good. I'm not afraid to go ahead and say it. Landingi was a yes. I bought a deal called Landingi. Don't judge me. All right. And I even did a video about it, I think, at one point. And it was just bad. It just was bad so many ways. Now, I passed that 60-day refund window, so I'm kicking myself on that one. There was one, though. It was like a social media curation tool. It was something like Wise Owl or something. It was just not good. SendFox, I'm sorry, love AppSumo. They're fantastic. That's Noah Kagan's product. No disrespect to you, but yeah, I got removed from their service at SendFox because I was sending too many emails. I was like, wait, hang on a second. You mean to tell me I bought lifetime access to an unlimited plan and I sent too many emails? They gave me a full refund and a heartfelt apology, but they were like, the volume that you're sending out is not how we intend anything. So you won't ever hear me endorse SendFox. I'm sorry. It's just a hard pass. Like that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? So yeah, you ever want to hear like the raw, unfiltered stuff? Like ask me in Discord. We're on Discord, dalelinks.com/Discord. And you you ever want to say, hey, is there any kind of garbage product? I try not to beat down too much, but I'll say something in Discord though. So, all right, let's move a little further forward. Again, folks, you want to get that deal over Press Ranger. That is limited time, daylinks.com/Press Ranger. It's not a wholehearted endorsement here, folks. It's just like, hey, check it out. So make sure you put that timer on your phone to let you know that the 60-day window is closing in. So that way, if you need to get a refund. I know I've got my alarm on. King Sumo, this one is one I'm going to stand behind 100%. Wholeheartedly. King Sumo is fantastic. You can actually get the free plan, which is okay. If you happen to be doing any type of giveaways or you want to do some group giveaways with some other authors and things like this is a great tool. Any of the giveaways I've done in the past, I've done it through King Sumo. It's fantastic, but I have the pro license. So what it will do is it creates a landing page for whatever offer that you want to offer. Whatever offer you want to offer. That sounds great work, Dale. Folks, give me some credit, all right? I took a day off, and this is supposed to be a Friday. But at any rate, you would make the offer. In fact, let me go ahead and show on screen right here. And it's going to look something like these ones. And it'll show you the dashboard. You know what we should do is, let's go ahead, and we're going to open up my dashboard here. Hopefully no sensitive information, and dang it, I need to get logged in. Never mind. Give me just a moment here, folks, and I will share King Sumo, so that way you can see inside the dashboard. I'm sure that would make life a lot easier. Again, if you happen to be just getting here right now, folks, please feel free to check out the links inside the description down below. And, oh, it's wanting me to reset my password. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and skip on this one here, folks. You're just going to have to go ahead and look at the images. My apologies. I'm not going through changing passwords and things like that while we're live on air. So, but yes, go ahead and take a look at King Sumo. Fantastic. Daylinks.com/King Sumo. This is not, I don't think it's a Black Friday deal, to be honest with you, because I think that normally the license is $49. But I could be wrong, all right? So don't regret this later on and you come back and it is up to $228. Just again, I'm just going to be straight up honest here with you folks that I think it's normally just $49, but since we're on AppSumo already, I thought I would tell you about King Sumo. It's fantastic. What it will do is set up this product page. People can then enter to win whatever your giveaway is. And then it could be through like tweet out something or share this on Facebook or watch my YouTube video or various things like that. There's certain action items, or you can just do something as simple as asking for their email. Done. Period. The cool thing about this is when a campaign is finished, you can be able to export all that information. You can be able to get all the email addresses and find out what actions every person took. That right there it's really so worth it. At least with the email addresses alone, it is fantastic. So take a look at that giveaways option. It might be worth it. All right, let's go and move a little further forward here to Publisher Rocket. The Kindlepreneur is letting you in on a pretty good deal right now. You're going to get, let's see here, $80 in total savings. I believe you're going to get $30 off Rocket and a free course. If you have not picked up Publisher Rocket yet, now's probably a good time. It's going to be about the lowest it's going to get. It is $169. You're going to get full lifetime access and any future updates for Publisher Rocket at $169. And that's also going to get you the Mastering Keywords and Categories course. And that right there is typically not available to the public. And I think if it is normally, it's $50. So you're going to save yourself a significant chunk of change if you take advantage of that deal today. Let me go ahead and crack open Publisher Rocket because, I mean, why not? It just probably makes sense, right? Give me just a moment. Okay, great. Let's go into that screen share here. So this is Publisher Rocket. If you're not familiar with this is fantastic. This is probably the one tool I'll never do without. Love me some Publisher Rocket. I bought a lifetime license back in 2017, and it has made me so much more free. It frees up a lot of time. If you're the type of person that's tired of doing all your research and just banging your head against the wall, Publisher Rocket's for you. So for instance, for keywords, you can essentially be able to seed out any of the keywords that you're going to use for your publication. And all you'd have to do is left click on each one of these search tools and see how a specific keyword performs based on the search volume and the competition. Go figure, I found a keyword that's probably not worth a darn. There we go. And there we go. Now we found a good one. So for instance, I searched up home workout for women, and you can see that average number of pages they have for the books in this listing is 147 pages. It has over 1,000 competitors. The average price for the book is $4. The average monthly earnings is $331. Search volume is at 358, which is not bad. I mean, you're getting roughly about 10 searches per day for that particular given keyword term. And the competition level is number 2. If you've been waiting for a sign to write your next book, which is a home workout for women, now's probably a good time. Now, you're not going to be pulling in tens of thousands, as you could see, but you could see that it is a great keyword to tap into. Now, we can find out furthermore if it makes sense if we left click here and explore what books come up for this particular search term of home workout for women. And you can see the books that are associated with the search, the categories that they have available for the given books. You can do deeper insights into each category to see how it's performing. And you can see how it's performing over the past year. You could see how many people are in the Kindle Unlimited program versus how many are traditionally published. This is a scary thing because now we're seeing that, oh, wait, hang on a second. We've got the traditional publishing audience. They are going to be a larger sized audience. That means it's going to be harder to topple them off the top of the mountain. Here are the keywords associated with this particular one. So this could help you seed out even more and even validate the particular search that you're trying to tap, or excuse me, the category that you're wanting to tap into. So, and I've got a good question. Someone just popped this one up here. This might be a dumb question. No, it's not a dumb question. Absolutely no dumb questions. But can I link my Amazon book to PayHip? Yes, you could, but why would you? I mean, I guess, yeah, I wouldn't, because here's the thing is you're sending people over to your PayHip store. Now you could in theory, and I think someone had shared this on Discord before, where they did like a drop shipping type service where they would use the author copies that they would drop ship to the readers. Now I've heard some people say that that's not allowed. I can't find any of the guidelines saying it isn't allowed, but this person for whatever reason was putting this together. Now that was with Shopify though, Butcher. So I would say ask that one in Discord. Maybe we can get a conversation going on that. Does Publisher Rocket lifetime membership require monthly payments? No, it doesn't. It's just one time. Boom, done, finished. That's it. I have not spent any more than the money I originally spent on it. Now, sadly, it was much cheaper back then. They actually just jacked up the price this year. So any rates, yeah, that's just one payment there, buddy. I'm glad that you asked that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to kick that down. All right, and let's go ahead into some of the other tools. So for instance, you can look into Competition Analyzer, which you can pretty much type in a keyword. So let's say, for instance, I want to look up workouts for men. Let's see how these pull up, and it's going to do the same thing that we essentially did, that little backdoor we did through the keyword research, and it'll show us the same thing. And in fact, you can even see the tab is still open from home workout for women. Not bad. If I want to go to keyword research, there's my tab still open there. Now, once you close out those windows, by the way, you close out Publisher Rocket, that stuff will be gone. So make sure that you export anything that you want. Category searches. This is really nice. So for instance, you're wanting to look up a particular category, all you have to do is type it in. Okay, home workout's not in there. Let's just try out workout by itself. And here we have 3 options. This is underneath books, and we can even explore the particular category, and it pops it up over here in my browser. We can explore all the books associated with that. Let's come back over to Rocket here. When you see selectable, that means it's good. If you see ghost, it means avoid it. It is a worthless category. Let's try out workout here. So here's a great example. It's a ghost category. This means that it does not appear on Amazon. It's going to be there, but there's no way for the actual customers to access this unless you were to give a direct link to it. In that event, I would just defeat the purpose. You might as well just send them straight over to your book page. So at any rate, with this one right here, Avoid Ghost, you'll see duplicates sometimes. So for instance, ab workouts and ab workouts, they're one and the same. They lead to the same, even though they're two different browse paths, they go to the same bestseller list. So just be aware of those ones. And now the next one is Amazon ads. This is really nice because you can actually queue it up based on the type of book that you're putting out. So for instance, self-publishing for new authors, when I did this particular search, I could be able to go in and find out all the relevant keywords related to this particular book. And what it will do is provide me some options I can put into an Amazon ads manual targeting campaign. I would recommend that if you do this, make sure that you really separate out your ad groups based on the type of keyword and its relevance, and of course the type of product and its relevance. Because if you try to load them up all into one campaign, it becomes muddied and your campaign will it'll stall out. It'll stall out. So be very, very careful about that. All right. Let's go over here to reverse ASIN search. Now this is a game changer. Game changer. Let me go ahead and I'm going to open up a let's go look into, I'm going to find a good book here. Give me just a moment. I'm trying to find a good ASIN here. Craig Martell's got some great publishing books, but I think it's now starting to get buried by all his prolific work here. Ah, there we go. Become a successful indie author. It's actually a new edition. I need to go pick that up. All right. So I've got this book's ASIN. And if I want to see what keywords that this is pulled up for in search, all I got to do is drop in the ASIN. Now we can get 50 of these per month. These are 50 reverse ASIN lookups that we can do per month. Now you can see I've already done a few already this month. It's okay. I don't think you're going to come even close to 50 lookups per month unless you're running a very big business. So now you get to see all the keywords that are associated with this particular publication. Sometimes it'll be a short list, other times it'll be a long list. And much like we had done before, we'd hit the search, and then we can see the value of each keyword. I mean, competition's not terrible in this one. Ooh, that was pretty bad. But the search volume's garbage. Which doesn't surprise me. This is not a very hot topic. I'm just telling you from my experience right now on Amazon. It's why I publish wide. But we can go through this whole thing, and analyzing that really helps kind of figure out, okay, which keywords am I going to leverage within the 7 backend keywords. Game changer for me. It really was. This one right here was the most recent addition to Publisher Rocket. If for some reason you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed or even lost, just keep in mind that there are tutorials that you can pop into, and support is really, really, really super helpful. That just popped up here in the top window. Sorry about that there. So here are all the tutorials you can go through, and keeping in mind that support is more than fantastic here. This can also go into different marketplaces of US, UK, and Germany. You can have the language in English or German, and you can choose between books, Kindle only, or Audible only. So go ahead, take advantage of this lifetime deal for Publisher Rocket when you visit my affiliate link. It's down below. I believe it's, give me just a moment here. I forget a lot of these. It's Rocket Deal, dalelinks.com/Rocket Deal. And you can be able to save $80, $30 off the license for Publisher Rocket, as well as $50 for the course for mastering keywords and categories. And by the way, that'll help you out in figuring how to navigate and how to use the information you get from Publisher Rocket. You guys having fun? I am. Let's go ahead and let me pop into chat just really fast. Just want to see how things are going. I want that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Publisher Rocket's really good. Publisher Rocket is good. Maybe Santa will send it to you this year, DL. Hey, Dale, just getting off work. I will be sure to replay what I missed. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know how long we've been going, for about 49 minutes, and we've got a little bit more. You better, Butcher. You slay me, man. We got a little bit more products to get through here. So, again, folks, all the links, description down below. And remember, one, these are affiliate links. That means I'm financially compensated for any sales that are made. Not all of them are affiliate links. Some of them I just didn't feel like bothering with. Sue me. I'm lazy. Don't sue me, by the way. Please don't. Maybe verbally scold me in Discord. That'll probably be better. There we go. So affiliate links, and these are limited time deals. A lot of these are limited time deals. So when I say act on it, act on it. It's not my way of trying to force you to open up your bank account and figure, just, if you're going to do it, you better do it. Don't like procrastinate, go, well, I'll wait till Monday. Some of these aren't even going to make it on Monday. So get it up to there. Most of them, though, are extending to Monday, if I can recall. So just don't delay, because otherwise you are going to miss out on these deals and have to wait until probably next year, or maybe not at all for some of these deals. Let me go back over here in the screen share. MailerLite. This is my preferred email marketing service, is doing a 33% off annual plans. You could save all year long. This is kind of nice. Go on over to dalelinks.com/MailerLite, and you'll see a little thing at the very top. Now, while we're still talking about MailerLite, I think it is important that I go ahead and bring up an alternative to MailerLite. Now, I'm a big fan of MailerLite. I've been using them for years, but I totally understand there is a steep learning curve and a high ticket amount that you're going to have to pay on an annual basis. Sure, you're going to save 33%, and that's fantastic. But what if I could be able to show you that's going to be something very simple and is a bit more tailored to authors? So with that being said, give me just a moment, and I want to pop this inside my deal list because I didn't have it listed before this. It completely slipped my mind. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right down below. Author letter is authorletter.com. Okay, give me just a moment here, folks, and then you can stop staring at my head. My apologies. We're going to go ahead and hit save. All right. Authorletter.com. This is an author-specific newsletter, email newsletter company. And I've actually been talking with the folks over there, and they are just a fantastic team. What they have done is simplified email marketing, like dead freaking simple. And if you were to go over to authorletter.com, you'll be able to find all those details. Now, bear with me for just a moment, because I do believe that they shared with me that now they are doing a risk-free trial of up to 1,000 subscribers. Up to 1,000 subscribers. So this means that you'll be able to go in and take them for a test drive. Now, you're going to say, but how much more is it per month after this, Dale? It ends up being about $10 per month. Now, I'm going to say this before it scares you off. A vast majority of email services like MailerLite or Kit or MailChimp or any of those other ones, they come at a significantly higher premium. Yes, you can get that free plan on some of the other companies. Problem is, though, it's a steep learning curve, and it's going to probably overwhelm you. Now, what I discovered with authorletter.com is it's dead simple. And they even have tutorials that will walk you through. Now, I'm going to tell you this, that I did watch some of the tutorials, but to be honest, it is like very intuitive. So you don't need to be a super tech-minded person. So if you've been reluctant to do email marketing, Authorletter might be the option for you. Now, I'm not getting paid to say this. I got a free account for a little bit and got to play around with it. But I'm going to tell you that this company right now is very dedicated to bringing the best to authors for email marketing. They're trying to give an alternative that, first of all, is cost-effective and is specifically for authors. And that right there resonates with me. No offense to MailerLite. Love me some MailerLite. But when I first started that platform, good Lord, good night. Like, it's very frustrating. First of all, you have to get your account validated. And that right there is just a headache, because I know some people have gotten rejected a couple of times before they've shared. Then when you get in there, you have to set up all these different pages and these sequences and things like that. And guess what? Over on Authorletter, nah, they make it easy. Super, super simple. So authorletter.com, folks, right now, again, they just opened up a free up to 1,000 subscribers. So this is not a Black Friday deal per se. It's just letting you know about a service. And I've got a couple more services here you might not have heard of, so make sure that you stick around. Thank you, Dale. Do you know if you have to make payments if you're a lifetime member? Never. Nope. You do one payment. That's it. Boom. That's it. Yep. Now, I've had them since 2017, and I know Dave Chesson personally. So I just got Affinity for Photoshop to do my book cover since it was on sale for $35, and it usually is $79. There you go, folks. Tip in from DL. Every author needs a little publisher rocket magic, probably the best tool for authors out there. Nikolai, you're still hanging out. Thank you so much, Nikolai. I appreciate it. Hopefully I did you guys well. Does Publisher Rocket's lifetime membership require monthly payments? No, just one payment. That's it. Boom. It's just one payment. You're done. I think there's a lot of companies out there, like say Helium 10, that you're paying like an exorbitant amount per month. No, there's one payment for Publisher Rocket. That's it. Unless you're like a huge major publishing house, but that's different. But if you're just an indie author doing your own thing, one payment, that's it. Which most of the time, that's 99.9% of the people I'm speaking to in videos are authors like you. So yeah, one payment, that's it. You only buy it once. Yep. So yep. Glad everybody's chiming in on this one. All right, author letters where we left off here, folks. Let's go ahead and push forward here in my preferred web hosting services. Now, if you're not familiar with what web hosting is essentially places that will hold your website for you, and you pay them a monthly fee to kind of hang on to it, make sure that it's all taken care of. Well, you'll have to take care of it, but they're hanging on to it for you. Now, with SiteGround, it does come at a significantly higher price, but I transferred over to them. Previous to using them, I used HostGator, which I'm going to tell you this right now, straight up, Butcher, you're probably going to start laughing. HostGator's trash. It's garbage, all right? I'm just going to say this right now. They are not good. I used them for a number of years, and they just went steadily downhill. Everything from slow load times to, expensive customer support. At one point, like my website ended up getting hacked, and they ended up pretty much holding me up for about $2,000 in order to actually fix a small issue that my assistant went in and fixed within like a day. And I spent a fraction of that amount to have her do it. But HostGator, garbage. GoDaddy, garbage. Don't like it. If you like GoDaddy, go for it. That's fine. That's fantastic. I tried them before, but a number of years ago, they just weren't good in my opinion. It was why I ended up going to HostGator, and then HostGator wasn't great. But I'm over here on SiteGround. I've been with them for a few years now. Absolutely love them. Slow, like it's no slow load times. It's a fast load time. Now, you're going to be able to get it right now in a Black Friday sale for 88% off. Ultra fast web hosting. Usually $17.99. It would be $1.99 per month. Now, that's, I believe, for your first year. So you're going to want to go through, read the fine print on these types of things. Now, this SiteGround one, the Black Friday deals in at the end of Black Friday. So if you've been looking to get any kind of web hosting, you might want to consider doing that now. Normally $17.99 per month for one website, 10 gigabytes web space and 10,000 visits monthly, unmetered traffic, as well as all the other things like free SSL, free domain, free email migrator, all that type of stuff. $1.99. Next year, it would be $17.99 per month. I totally understand that that comes at a higher premium than some of these other websites, but I'm going to tell you that nothing beats quality. And SiteGround is 100% quality, and their customer support is unparalleled. Anytime I've run into an issue, they've squashed it. It's just absolutely amazing to work with SiteGround. Am I an affiliate of them? Absolutely. Now, if I tell you which plan that I actually have right now and how much I'm really just kind of crying a little bit, is the GoGeek program. Now, see, I have a number of websites that I use and their services. It's normally $45 per month. I know you guys are probably cringing right now. It's $5.99 per month. SiteGround, come on. Hook me up with this deal here. What are you doing? But all that joking aside to say this, which I think in my first year, I ended up getting that at that type of a deal. But now I'm paying full retail value. All that aside, dailix.com/SiteGround. If you've been thinking about getting web hosting, don't think anymore. Like, this is a deal that's finishing here very, very, very soon. All right, here's one. Not too many people realize that I use a service called Flocksy. Now, Flocksy has never been a sponsor. I've had conversations with them, but unfortunately some things didn't work out in our negotiations, but that does not scare me away from sharing just a little bit about their services with you folks in this Black Friday deal. What Flocksy is almost like a virtual assistant service on demand. And the really cool thing is you can get stuff done like graphics. So all of my YouTube thumbnails, well, I'd say 75% of them, the really nice looking thumbnails, are done by someone at Flocksy. I have had, let's see here, videos produced by them as well. I've had them proofread. I've even had them ghostwrite some stuffs before. Some stuffs. I need to get them to ghostwrite how I talk on here. I've had them do a number of things, and that's what Flocksy does at a monthly premium. And I've found that by and large, essentially, you're going to be taking advantage of every weekday of the month. Weekends typically are the time that's off. Your project manager is not going to be available, so you're not going to see it the full 30 days of the month, but you do get a significant amount done. And I typically see one project turned around every day. So if I put in a graphic design done for through them, it'll typically be done the next day. If I put in some type of video production, it'll typically take about 2 to 3 days to get done. But you can do one project at a time as you go through. Let me just jump in here and give me just a moment. I'm going to log in and share just a little bit more about how Flocksy looks on the inside. Oh, perfect. This is great. Okay, so here's what it looks like on the inside. I've got the top tier plan with them. And inside my dashboard, of course, I don't have any projects going on. It's going to show you all of the team that I've kind of accumulated over the past, oh gosh, I've been using them since 2021. So I've had a lot of people that have helped out in some capacity. But you can see they could do copywriting, which would include website content, social media content, recycled posts, email content. You've got graphic design, which, by the way, hello, good night. This is so fantastic. I even had my graphic designer through Flocksy do some of my cover designs before. Now, I only use those cover designs as mock-ups that I would send to my actual cover designer, but it was really nice kind of having that. It also helped build a little bit of hype on some of my books, where instead of just kind of throwing some generic cover up there, I actually had a decent looking cover that my graphic designer did over there. Could I have used those cover designs? Absolutely. They actually were really good. But all that aside, you can also do video editing and then also custom illustrations, but that is actually on the top tier plan. What are you doing, Dale, with your life? Custom illustrations is on the top tier plan. So actually I'm not on the very, very top. And that's why it's probably grayed out here, because it's not available to me. But any rates, what is it that they're offering here? Let's get to the point, Dale. They are doing a sale for 20% off recurring. All right. Everybody else is usually like 20% off, like this purchase, or the lifetime deal. Like for Publisher Rock, it was like 30% plus 50% for, you get the idea. It was $30 plus the 50. All that aside, this is the only recurring deal that I know of right now. Probably, yeah, let me look through this list for sure. But if you're looking to do anything like this, you're wanting to offload some of the things. Like, let's say, for instance, you want to have an editor on demand. This is a great way to kind of do that. But you can get that service for 20% off recurring on silver, gold, and platinum plans, and that's for the next 48 hours according to them. So that means that by the time this weekend's done, you're going to be out of the deal. So I recommend that you definitely give it a look-see and see what you think. And it keeps making me log in. We're going to go ahead and move on to the very next deal here. It has been a very long time since I last spoke about low content books, and there's no real reason other than the fact that I just kind of got bored about talking about them. And is it still a viable option? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it a very competitive market? 1000%. It is a very competitive market. But if you happen to be considering breaking into low content books, this includes making diaries, journals, notebooks, planners, puzzle books, activity books, any of those types of options, BookBolt is for you. I actually had them as a sponsor a couple years ago. They were fantastic to me. They're really good. And according to them right now, they are running a very special deal on BookBolt. For a limited time, we are offering a 6-month pro plan for just $49.99 total. That's just $8.33 a month compared to the $19.99 month rate. There are a lot of super cool features in BookBolt. I would love to dive into this, but again, low content books just isn't my jam normally, but I'm going to tell you, I still wholeheartedly stand behind BookBolt and the product that they put out. And while we're speaking about low content books, got low content books, just say so inside the chat or inside the comments. Have you published low content books? Do you have issues with getting reviews on your low content books? Yep. Well, something came across my desk. Now, this is not a wholehearted endorsement just yet, but it is letting you know about a specific option that you may want to take a look at and investigate. It is Gemsy.io. Get unlimited book reviews. Start generating reviews for your low content and nonfiction books on Amazon. So this essentially is another version of platforms like Pubby.co, like getbooksreviewed.com, like Get Authentic Book Reviews, which I'm going to be talking about them here relatively soon. So essentially, it's a marketplace. You pay for access to get into that marketplace where other authors are looking for a review. So when you review somebody's book, you get a certain amount of gems. And when you get those gems, you can cash that in on having your book reviewed by somebody else. Now, the nice thing is they do remove the bias, meaning that there is never going to be a direct relationship between yourself and another author. So you might be able to get another author's book, but as soon as you have used and reviewed that author, they will no longer be able to access your books. But the cool thing is, with systems like this, there's going to be hundreds upon hundreds of authors coming in. So that doesn't mean that the pool is going to be so thinned out that you're not going to be able to get too many reviews. Now, with companies like this that are starting out, obviously the big issue is going to be authors coming to their platform. And I did let Gemsy know, I'm like, hey, look, you're probably going to be hard pressed to get many people taking advantage of your offer if you're just saying, hey, come on in here. So Walter from Gemsy, big shout out to you, Walter. Thank you so much here. He said 50% off for life on your subscription for Gemsy.io when you use the coupon code DALE50. That's DALE50. You got to shout it in all caps. This promo code is only valid until December 5th. So you got to go and sign up, and you got to get signed up now. And in order to keep that 50% life, so that's the other recurring one. I knew there was another one. If you want to get that 50% off, I believe the pricing right now is $19.99 a month or a yearly plan of $180 per year. So there is that. Just keep in mind, you're going to get 2,000 gems sign up bonus. You can cancel it anytime. There is a 30-day money back guarantee. He's very devoted to this. I spoke with Walter yesterday. Fantastic dude. Really, he's in it. He's in this business because, I mean, he's wants to do it. He has heart for this, so it's always very encouraging whenever I see new businesses like this start up. So just a heads up, it is a new service. There is a significant amount of folks that he brought in from his beta testing, but I imagine that there's going to be even more people. So you're just going to need to go in and explore that platform. They do have a 7-day free trial that you can take advantage of. Again, that's Gemsy.io. And if you plan on upgrading, I would say do it within the next day. You get 50% off for life. You can lock it in so long as you are subscribed with DALE50, DALE50. And you got to do it in caps like you're screaming at him. All right. Next item up here is going to be coming from the fine folks over at BookBrush. Now, I can't say enough kind words about BookBrush. BookBrush has been a company that's been around for a long time. It's essentially like Canva on steroids. Now, if you're not familiar with Canva, then disregard that comment. Essentially, this is a way that you can do your own graphics. In the event that you are not very savvy with like Photoshop or GIMP, this platform is for you. They're going to have templates available that you can kind of play around with some things. Now, before I do switch over to my screen, let me get logged in and I'll share more about BookBrush. And by the way, I'm not getting compensated for this whatsoever. I'm just sharing BookBrush because I actually like this tool. They do have a deal I do want to make available to you here. Give me just a moment here. I got to get my password here. Go figure I was logged out of everything. And now I got to log back in. All right, cool. There we go. Now we're good to go. All right. So this is what BookBrush looks on the inside. It is a lot of stuff, really good stuff, including the tools like the Custom Creator, the Cover Creator, Instant Mockups, which is probably one of my favorite tools, the Trailer Creator. By the way, that's for the upgraded plans, folks. So that's not a part of the free plan. Free plan's nice. Free plan's nice, but it's not that nice that you get the Trailer Creator. That goes on the Platinum plan, I believe. And then the Box Set Creator. Here's the super cool thing. Let's say, for instance, I've done a project before where I did a 3D cover, multi-cover image. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one I originally did. It's going to pop it on up here. I can double click on this, and I'm going to swap covers. So let's say I want to do a promo with these images. It'll do that. Give it just a moment. And boom, all we'd have to do is download it as a PNG or a JPEG if we wanted to. There are many other things that you can do within here. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I've used the Cover Creator, I think maybe once. Trailer Creator, I kind of got into there, but it was a little overwhelming for me. I'm not going to lie to you, especially since I just use, Camtasia. But give them a shot. BookBrush is really, really nice. They don't necessarily have Black Friday deal on any of their plans, but they do have a Black Friday deal on what they call hourly concepts. In the event that you have a little bit of discretionary expense, they have a service called Hourly Concepts. You can hire graphic designers one flat rate per month or a la carte. Hourly Concepts is a design service for authors who need a digital designer or virtual assistant to create stunning social ads, videos, branding, and logos and more by the hour for their book marketing needs. Purchase a monthly subscription or a la carte hours. And they actually have a deal going on, and let me make sure that I get this one right. Purchase any new Hourly Concepts plan and you get 3 hours additional design time. So if we were to go through, let's get started here. Hopefully it'll... Hey guys, it's Kathleen. Well, Kathleen, I didn't want to talk to you just yet. Big shout out to Kathleen. I'm trying to find where I'm signing up. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So here are the hourly concept hours. So 35 for a month. That will be hourly. Purchase design hours precisely when you need them. That's the a la carte option. For the month option, it's 150 per month and you get 5 hours. 10 hours will get you 240. 20 hours for $3.99. And 30 hours for $5.99. Now keep in mind that when you're purchasing any of these ones, you get 3 additional hours. So you can always just pick up that 5-hour plan and get yourself an additional 3 hours your first month starting out. Now, I'm going to tell you that I have not used their hourly concepts, but I've seen some of their examples. In fact, inside their portfolio, why don't we visit that? Let's do that. Here I'm over here clicking stuff. So you can actually see some of the things that they've done with A+ content. For book trailers. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Hope you guys forgive me that I don't want to wait through that. They do logo design, vertical videos, movie posters, BookBub ads, animated book covers, retractable author banners, Kickstarter campaign graphics, social ads, box set images, book swag, news. You get the idea, right? Alrighty, we're coming down to the very end of the deals here, folks. So stay with me because I've got some real good ones coming up here, and a couple of them you don't have to spend a dime on. Alrighty, this next one will cost. I mean, it's not like it's going to be for free. It's coming from an expert that I know and a longtime supporter here of this channel, Anthony J. Fleischman Jr. Just put out the Audiobook Narrator, How to Become an Audiobook Narrator and Record Audiobooks Using Audacity. So if you've been wanting to find out how to narrate your own audiobooks, Anthony is the go-to guy. Anytime someone needs information when it comes to understanding audiobook narration, he's my guy. So he just put out this book. Now it comes at a higher premium and he realizes this. So right now he's actually running a sale on his books. If you do visit, I believe, give me just a moment here. My apologies. Okay, so he says right now, get the paperback book for only $27 and the hardback for only $37 on Amazon today. That's normally priced $47.67. Yes. Sale ends on November the 30th, so you guys have very little time to take advantage of this offer. The ebook is regularly priced at $27, but from now until November 30th, you can get the ebook for $14.97. That's nearly half off, folks. So if you've been on the fence and been wondering, like, hey, should I do my own audiobook narration? I think you're in great, very, very capable hands in Anthony J. Fleischman Jr. The dude is really good at what he does, and he obsesses over being the absolute best when it comes to audiobook production. I can say this from firsthand experience because I actually hired him for a couple of my audiobooks, and he actually used to do the intro for my podcast. More recently replaced that with Mike Johnson, but that is not to say that Anthony was terrible by any stretch. It was just I just switched those things. So Anthony is fantastic at what he does. You'll find out even more about that in the Audiobook Narrator, his latest publication. But let's not end at that, because he did ping me with some additional information that if for some reason you're looking for an audiobook narration coach, then he is definitely your guy. So let me read this verbatim, what he said. So he said, my one-on-one coaching is usually $200 per hour. Have 4 spots available every Thursday. One-on-one coaching. The times are as follows: 12 to 1, 1:30 to 2:30, 3 to 4 o'clock, 4:30 to 5:30. If there's more of a demand, I'll try to accommodate people and open up more days. So in the event that you want to save $50 off, you can visit, there's a link inside the description down below for Anthony's one-on-one coaching. Use the the coupon code, and I'm sorry, Anthony's probably cracking up laughing because he did this purposely. Dale says get coaching. It's got to be all caps. You have to shout it at him and you'll get $50 off. So normally $200 per hour, which, by the way, in my opinion, it's a steal because he is very knowledgeable. This is a guy who's got a whisper room. He has spent the past few years building this amazing tome of a book. So I can't recommend Anthony J. Fleischman Jr. highly enough. So again, book you can go ahead and get, or if you want to get one-on-one coaching, link down there. If you do the one-on-one coaching, save yourself $50. But Dale says get coaching, all caps. You have to scream it. Anthony, you kill me, man. I saw that and I just died laughing, just cracked up laughing on that one, man. Alrighty. Moving a little further forward now, Ingram Spark, they did give me a gentle nudge to let you know that right now their share and sell program is waiving the e-commerce print surcharge fee of $3.50. Now, you might be wondering, what is share and sell? Let me give you the TLDR. It's essentially a direct sales link page that you can make through Ingram Spark free of charge. You could set up your own coupons. You can set up your own limitations. You can do discounts if you wanted to. You can limit it to certain people and a certain number of copies per person. There are so many things that you can do with share and sell, and they continue to expand here relatively soon here. They are in US only right now. I'm sorry. Yes, that sucks. It's in the US only, but I have it on good authority. They are working on UK, Canada, and Australia as the next options to expand share and sell. So that way it's available to you. Now, if you want to run any type of sales, now would be a great time to do share and sell. And this doesn't cost me any money to share with you. I don't get any kickback on this one. I just think it's pretty freaking cool that you're going to get $3.50 additional in revenue. So this means that you're essentially collecting 100% of every print book sale. I'm hearing movement in the other room. I think my cat is into something that it shouldn't be. The other cat's sitting with me right now, hearing me bloviate. But all right, but that is good until December the 2nd, folks, if you want to take advantage of that. In fact, it says, earn even more with Ingram Spark. Sell your book directly to readers during Cyber Week by creating and sharing purchase links for your books. For a limited time, we're waiving our share and sell e-commerce print surcharge of $3.50 for each book sold using share and sell purchase links. This means you could be earning even more on books sold directly to your readers from now till December the 2nd. And let me go ahead and wrap up today's broadcast with one last thing. I actually interviewed Flavia Kennedy not too long ago over here on this main channel. We talked a lot about getauthenticbookreviews.com, and I even covered it over recently on the podcast because someone brought to light that there was a change in Amazon guidelines, and the class act that Flavia is, she actually responded to each one of those. And all that to say this, that Get Authentic Book Reviews is completely safe according to Amazon community guidelines. You're not violating anything by using their platform. Same thing goes for places like book-bounty.com. So Book Bounty is another review service that you can look into. And I'd mentioned those other two ones as well. But the only reason why I bring up getauthenticbookreviews.com is right now to the end of the year, it's free. No catch. It's free. Go in, get yourself some reviews, give a couple people reviews. That way you get some points accumulated, get yourself even more. Now's the time that if you are a cash-strapped author and you don't have any options for getting reviews, go to that. The reason why I'm saying this is if I were starting in this business and I was struggling to get any number of reviews, you darn right I'll probably go into Authentic Book Reviews on a regular basis, which, by the way, I'm actually getting some reviews to them right now. It's been wonderful working with them. But get authenticbookreviews.com. Go ahead, check it out. Everything is above board. If you're ever concerned about any Amazon community guidelines, make sure that you reach out to support and let them know that. That way you can have any of those concerns quelled or covered in some capacity. But I'm going to tell you that get Authentic Book Reviews. I've been using them, and oh my gosh, it's so good. The user interface is great. It's fantastic. The quality of reviews, stellar. The thing that's different from getauthenticbookreviews.com and any of the other ones is they require verified purchase reviews. That means that your book must be bought in order to get the review on that one. So that way you know you're not just getting a bunch of people phoning it in. Someone's going to buy it. Someone's going to read it. So chances are very likely that it's going to be a legitimate review. And every single review that I've gotten through them have been pretty fair. I mean, I was pretty happy with them. I got a couple 3 stars. Was I upset about it? No. The review was good, though. It justified the 3-star rating. And I was like, how about that? But, whether you're getting 1 stars to 5 stars, it's really nice to get those real reviews. Because I don't need to be told in, a patronizing way, yeah, you did a good book there, champ. No, I want people to legitimately get behind those reviews. And that's why get Authentic Book Reviews. Give it a shot, 100% free. I gain nothing out of sharing this with you guys. They will go to a premium service going into next year, and I think she's got a deal she's running for people to sign up at a lower early bird price. So you have to look into that. I'm sure she'll probably ping you with those details when you get an account set up with them. So, all right, questions, concerns, comments. That was a lot of stuff, folks. Man, I've been talking for the last hour and 20 minutes. You guys mind talking for a second? You know what? Hang on. Hi. This is my baby girl. That's Allie. Allie's a little girl. She's about 10 pounds. Her brother's massive, 17 pounds, but she's been taking a nap. She, of course, is not very happy. I just woke her up from her nap. Wave to everybody. Hi. Okay, I'm going to put her back down. Bring out a cute cat, and I'm sure it'll get conversation going. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate that. DL, I think I showed you Augie, didn't I? I didn't show you Allie. I've used Get Authentic Book Reviews. I reviewed a few and then received reviews. I am saving my current points for my new book coming out next week. Yes, stockpile those points, for sure. Hey, my young adult superhero novella is on sale now. Can I name drop? Yes, please do. Don't drop any links because YouTube will bounce you. I don't want them to do that. But yes, tell us the name, tell us your author name, and of course where they can find it, like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, if it's at every major online retailer, for sure. Fire away. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Anybody that's actually running a sale on their particular book right now for Black Friday through Cyber Monday, go ahead and name, and this is to the replay people as well as those that are watching it live right now. What's the name of your book that you're promoting right now? What's your author name and where can they find it? And of course you can tell us what the discount is as well. So if it's like 50% off or $1 off or things like that, if you got a coupon code, put it there. And I'll push those through on the replay. For some reason, comments get stuck in my filter. I'll push them through. Just no links, please, folks, because YouTube gets really fickle about that. I purchased a low content book, coloring book for children to be more specific. Nice, nice. I think people are calling it medium content books these days with the coloring books. Could be off on that, though. Would you say Floxy's a great substitute over Fiverr? Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've been lying to you this whole time. 1000% honest on this one. Fiverr's fantastic, but the problem is, when you're consistently ordering, let's say like gigs all the time, that stuff adds up. So if you're, what I would say is, as long as you keep that queue full, like I always have my Flocksy queue full. Like right now, you saw it wasn't full, but it's because I took yesterday off. So today I'll probably load them up with a bunch of graphic design stuff. But I keep the queue constantly loaded, so that way there's always someone working. Because otherwise, then I am losing money. Because, you know, obviously you're doing a monthly subscription, so I break it down into the how much it costs per day to get done. And so I think about how much each one of those projects costs. And by me waiting a day, it's like me just burning money. So that's why as soon as I'm off here, I'm going to queue that up. But yeah, definitely, it's a suitable substitute for something like Fiverr. Sometimes with the freelance marketplaces where you're just paying for like a one-time thing, that's great. Dibbly's a great example, for instance. They do some great services. Now, bear in mind though, there is going to be, it's going to be hit and miss. When I used Flocksy, it probably took me about a year for me to build a good solid team. There were some people that I removed from the team a number of times because either they were late on their deadline or the product that they gave to me was unsatisfactory and there was just too much back and forth. So just as a heads up, so it is much like in the aspect when you're using Flocksy, it's going to be the same thing like Fiverr. You're going to have to kiss a few frogs to find that one prince. I've got a graphic design guy, John, fantastic. I love him to death. If you've ever seen any of my fancy thumbnails, that's John. 1000% John. If it looks crappy, that's me. That's me. Bookmark. Check it out after December. Nice. All right, here we go. Hero of the Heartland ebook available on every major online retailer for 99 cents from now until the end of November. You can also buy a direct paperback on the Heartland website for $5 off. Folks, please name off your stuff. And you know what? Even if you're not running a Black Friday deal, just go ahead and mention your book, mention your author name. I'm going to pull them up right now. I'm going to rapid fire this right here. So you guys better load me up or I'm going to go ahead and call this one quits here today. So J.A. Caldwell, Treason. Oh, I recognize that book. It's epic political fantasy, available wide on Amazon, Kobo, Apple, Google, etc. It is free, folks. Free. It's my favorite cost. Free. So please go check out J.A. Caldwell's Treason. The Dark Phantasm, a horror novella by Carter Holland. I did not know you put out one, man. I knew you were working on one. I didn't know it made it out, though. Congrats on that. Very good. If there are no other shout outs, I'm just going to double check. I'm going to refresh chat just to make sure. Sorry to nitpick, but you missed the word beacon. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about that there, Matthew. I'm just rattling off so fast I missed it altogether. My apologies. Give me just a second here. Let's... Got buried here. Dang it. Give me a moment here. I got to find where it's at, buddy. The Heartland Beacon website for $5 off. My apologies there, buddy. Yeah, I was just reading really fast here. DL Tillery has Fractals out. It's horror. It's $5 on Amazon. Nice. Osiris Inc. Publishing says John Saves Christmas. Osiris. Nice. I like this video and so can you. Nice. There you go. Matthew, I'm going to keep you around. Going to keep you around for sure. All right, let's go ahead and kill that. Thank you so much, folks. I hope that you have had a fantastic start to your holiday season. And some of these deals, remember, they are limited time offers. So don't come crying to me if you didn't go get it right away. There's sometimes some people come in and be like, I thought there was a sale on this. They're limited, all right? So get on it as soon as humanly possible. I think the only deal that was extended out pretty far was the Book Award Pro deal. And that's dalelinks.com/Book Award deal to get that, and that lasts till January 31st. So you'll hear me push that again later on. Oh, we got another contender here. Nikolai says the beginner to winner chess opening formula. That's hard to say, man. The beginner to winner chess opening formula by 5 Minute Chess. It's free right now. Man, I need to get someone to help me out with my reading abilities today. What's going on? No Black Friday here. Thanks, Dale. Enjoyed this. Yeah, thank you. Does the Treason have the new cover? I don't know. I don't know. You might want to ask her over inside Discord. Speaking of, folks, see you over in Discord. Join me on over there, dalelinks.com/Discord. Till later. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Black Friday, and I anticipate I'll see you sometime in the coming days, next week. Not this weekend. I'm going to relax this weekend. Take care, folks. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.